Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next-level tactics. From off-site and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition.
Welcome back to another episode of the SEO.co podcast. Today, we're starting the series, The 8 Best White Label Digital Marketing Services for Agencies. It's never been easier to start your own digital marketing agency, but that doesn't mean you should. The very fact that the market has such low barriers to entry should have you questioning how you might come into a very saturated space and carve out an effective niche such that you can make ample revenue to scale. Low barriers to entry and high competition were listed as industry weaknesses in the SWOT analysis provided in our recent digital marketing industry report. But for the savvy salesperson and experienced marketer, there are always opportunities, particularly where poor execution has soured the taste for businesses who may have hired fly-by-night service providers in the past. If you have a unique edge, a story, a competitive advantage, or a network of connections in a lucrative niche, then there may be a justifiable entry into the digital marketing fray. And if you're looking to scale your digital marketing business processes immediately and quickly so you can focus on your business rather than working in your business in the early days, it may make sense to outsource some of these functions of client service execution and management. That's where white label SEO and white label digital marketing come in. In this series, we discuss the 8 best digital marketing services you can outsource via white or private label via an experienced SEO reseller. First, white label custom writing services. Anyone who has spent time in content marketing knows that writing quality blog copy can be extremely laborious and time-consuming, especially if you want to do it right and do it well. This is one of the reasons it can be expensive. But understanding that new, fresh, and engaging content is critical for SEO and digital marketing should make you, the marketer, the chief evangelist of writing custom content for blog posts, landing pages, and case studies. However, if you're the chief evangelist, when are you going to have time to devote several hours a day to plunking your keyboard? That's where custom private label content writing services comes in. Outsourcing your blogging and other content writing is a great way to get the content you need while still managing and growing your business. You may find yourself asking, what should I be paying my blog writers? Numerous platforms exist for finding outsourced content, for example, Upwork, Freelancer, etc. However, the range in the price of content can vary widely, especially if you're paying a per-word content rate. You'll see ranges from 2 cents a word to $1, not kidding, per word, and everything in between. And while the mantra, you get what you pay for, applies here, don't forget that when hiring from freelancer websites, you'll need to spend time vetting and filtering for things like quality, timeliness, responsiveness, and overall contractor fit. Sometimes agencies can be the faster route as they've done this already. However, don't forget, they also take their cut, so premiums will be baked in. However, they will also likely be more able to scale when client demand, processing complex project requirements with an entire partner team rather than a one-man band. Next, white label link building services. Like its more legitimate sister, content writing, quality link building also requires quality content writing, but it's so much more than that. So as a digital agency owner, once you've fully mastered the art of hiring the best content writers, if you don't work through a private label provider, you will need to implement even more internal processes to scale up your link building, including implementing SEO best practices and standard operating procedures for the articles themselves, including keyword frequency, anchor text variability, content length, meta descriptions, internal image insertion, and copyscape scans. Backlink outreach via publisher pitching and awareness, keeping in mind you'll want to maintain relationships with quality publishers, focusing on high authority, but also niche relevance for a given client. Executing on project management best practices for the previous, including the need to hire a project manager to process orders, especially as you get to scale and are managing dozens, if not hundreds of articles per month. Not to worry, we discussed this process in greater detail in our ultimate link building guide for SEO. Perhaps the biggest issue with quality link building is finding quality publishers without spam issues and whose sites don't sit on some massive private blog network or PBN. The solution for the would-be digital marketing startup? Hire a white label link building provider. And that's all for this episode in this series. Join us next time on the SEO.co podcast as we dive into white label paid search engine marketing services. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.